Hello and happy Thursday. My name is John Huber with Crowned Heads, and today we're going to talk about TAA and the Angel's Anvil. So the TAA, which is scheduled to actually take place next week in Santiago, Dominican Republic, it's an annual convention and trade show for approximately 80 retailers, the best of the best across the country, and about 40 manufacturers. Everything from accessories to cigars, what have you. And so I'm going to take you back to 2013. We had just been in business for a couple of years, and we actually got invited to be a part of the TAA. Now, typically, you have to have like a 5-year wait period before you can even be eligible, but by the grace of God and other people behind the scenes, we got invited, and it was very much an honor to be included amongst really the cream of the crop in the industry. A little while later, before that show, we were asked to do a TAA exclusive cigar.
Yeah, good stuff.
Which was at the time, this was like 2013, it was all about Tatuaje, Rocky Patel, Padron, Drew Estate. I mean, you know, names that are way up here. It was kind of a pinch me, I'm dreaming moment, so I really wanted to take a good shot at it, and Mike and I got together. I said, yeah, let's do it. I said, but let's do it a little differently than everybody else. So, thinking, I was like, let's make it exist for a reason. So I created this story called The Angel's Anvil, and it's basically a very thinly shrouded story that parallels my story of going from the old company to starting Crowned Heads. And it's a story about an angel, a fallen angel that falls from heaven. He loses his wings. He meets a blacksmith that instructs him how to get back to heaven and how to forge his wings with a hammer and an anvil. In that story, there's a lot of things that I think most people miss. Little fun fact, there's a part where it says you have to say the words ascend word he to get back to heaven, or back up to the heavens. That is an anagram for Crowned Heads. So that's one thing that probably most people don't know about. So anyway, let's talk about the cigar. That's the TAA, that's the Angel's Anvil, our annual exclusive. Let's talk about the cigar. The cigar's blend has changed every year for 4 years. This will be our 5th year releasing it. Every year the production is the same. We do 1,000 boxes, 20 count boxes, 20,000 cigars, and they all sell out in a day, literally, because you have 1 day to sell out the exclusive at the trade show. So in 2014, our very first one was a 7 1/8 by 49 Churchill. And the inspiration for that was a classic kind of Cuban-esque flavor. So we selected a lower priming of our Habano Ecuador we've been using, say about a 4th priming, and gave it a lighter look to it, a little bit easier to smoke, more approachable. The funny story behind that, though, is that one of the heads of the TAA at that time said they always do a little study about what cigar shapes sell, and they said one of the worst selling cigar shapes was, you guessed it, a Churchill. But we released the Churchill anyway, and to this day that kind of is somewhat regarded as our best TAA release to date. Some may argue that. I might argue that as well. 2015, we went to a 6 by 52 Toro that was loosely based on the Mule Kick blend, slightly adjusted Habano Ecuador wrapper. In 16, we went to a 5.5 by 54 trunk pressed Connecticut broadleaf wrapper cigar blend. And to me, the 16 may be, I think, my favorite of the bunch. Last year we did a 6 1/4 by 52, I believe, cigar that had Habano. It was not Habano Ecuador, I stand corrected. It was Habano Jalapa, which was Habano seed grown in Jalapa, Nicaragua, and it gives a lot more of a nuttier kind of, again, earthy kind of Cuban-esque flavor profile. So this year will be our 5th year of doing the Angel's Anvil TAA exclusive, and this year we are using Sumatra. It's Sumatra seed grown in Ecuador. It's one of the wrapper varietals that I think Ernesto Perez Carrillo excels at. I mean, to me, he wrote the book on how to use Sumatra. Our Headley Grange cigar brand, regular production, is Sumatra. This blend is different from that, but I'm very excited to release it. It's going to be in a 5.5 by 52 Vitola, round, not trunk pressed, and it will debut next week in Santiago. So we're looking forward to getting down to the Dominican again, and we're looking forward to getting the cigar on the shelf to you. Probably look for it around June. That's your little story behind the scenes of the Angel's Anvil TAA exclusive cigar, the history, the lineage, And now for the fun part. If you followed the video this far along, you need some sort of a reward for bearing with me. So this is the hat that we created for the TAA convention this year. Features our logo, Crown Heads on the back, and a little TAA 2018 Casa de Campo, which is the location of the 50th annual TAA trade show. So pretty much everybody that's watching this right now is not going to be able to be there, but one viewer will win this particular hat. Leave a comment below. We'll randomly select a comment like we usually do, and we will send you one of these hats, of which only 140 pieces were made, so feel special about that. Again, thank you very much for following and watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Hey everyone, thanks for watching Crown Heads videos. Be sure to subscribe to our channel here at YouTube, and also catch us at crownheads.com, as well as on social media at The Crowned Heads. We're on Twitter, Instagram, and I have no idea about Facebook. Thanks again for your support.